Off work, about to play this Madden, and sipping on some mocha moonshine.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Yeah, let's get it.
A terrific matchup on
Sipping good on that shine.
The Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh.
Fuck Pittsburgh.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go. And we
wide open, baby.
On EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for James Conner. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36,
let the computer handle that for a minute.
10, they run with Hines. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Ain't doing that.
2nd and 5. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and especially the best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A gain of 6 there on first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Mitchell from the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. And they're getting him.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Trey Quinn with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
That's all right.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20
Chubb is back.
You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Well, what a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the dump-off at 2nd down. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week.
Y'all know, hold on.
That they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a 2nd win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Hollywood.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And
Yeah.
what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone to
Victory.
bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 2nd and 6, just inside. Off the play fake. Mitchell. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Mitchell. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set
Oh, my
the screen to
goodness.
Hines. Give him 32 on the play.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like the wide receiver.
Open man is Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going, 8 of 10. It's 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Trey Quinn, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
Damn.
And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking.
Yeah, when you don't play for a while, you get rested.
They came in with. Now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him, or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
All right, come on here. Hostile takeover.
The Raven offense now ready for another possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check and two. Check hustle.
Back to throw. McClain. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Time for a look at our
Make another shot.
on defense. This unit
Probably don't need it because I'm probably going to get drunk.
Against the pass in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McClain. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So they make up that time, and Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a 2nd one.
12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Get Chubb in the game, man.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Yeah, we're going for 2.
2nd and goal, you're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
Yes, sir.
It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense?
Give it some more.
You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Yes, sir.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
It's going to be a challenge.
To recap on that drive, just one play,
give another shot.
5 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is in a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Shit, man trying to cheat now, ain't he?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that,
hey,
can you?
on.
I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play
shit,
calling,
we finna
they're
get
locked in really well.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Go now. 10-2 start. 15, check back 15. You'll get this ball. You didn't want to get this. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. McClain, they set up the screen to Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. McClain, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. McClain looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
94.
Now Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 3rd down. McClain. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to regain the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about
Oh, my God.
And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead,
right.
but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game.
All right, come on, D.
Felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until
Don't do it like that.
they've gotten 2 for 2.
Let's run.
Here's Mitchell on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go. We're gonna get a pick.
To throw is Mitchell, operating from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. Mitchell now, back to the air on second down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Man, they be bullshit, man.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give right side. Hines. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mitchell from the gun. He'll throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now the throw on 3rd down.
Yeah, take you 3.
And incomplete.
I'll take it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lambo will put this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Man, fucking bullshit.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Oh, my God.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
That's taken it around the 40. Here's James
Man, come
Conner
on.
now as he trots back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on.
And I blitzed
and then
him.
there will be running lanes to find later.
Okay.
Try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now Mitchell throwing on first down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Wow.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And
Okay,
now with
come
that
on.
completion, he's north of 200 yards for the first down.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Mitchell. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
God damn.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game.
Wow.
3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Man, come on, man. Let's get it, dog.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. Second back right around the 44. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Chubb on first down. No room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 52. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw on second down. McClain, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
61, matchbox lights. Shift. Now.
They'll run with Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Yes, sir. That's all I needed.
And it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Back to throw. McClain, and that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Damn right.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6. And McDonald here over the middle. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mitchell throwing again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jeez.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. To throw is Mitchell on 1st and 10. And the Ravens pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Hell yeah.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Cam Newton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 21-13, your final score. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 28-14 was your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
50, plant.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
All right, come on, let's get it, man.
Trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
You got nothing. Check. Protein spill. Opposite. Check 4. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Looking to throw. McClain. Now they go screen. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McClain, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit, but boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's into the clear. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Told you I'm getting one.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Back to throw. McClain, that's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Here's Conner. And
good job, baby.
His way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game.
Nothing.
While they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yes, sir.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
That's all I needed.
The last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for gains.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt.
All right, come on, Chubb.
On the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this This offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down, McClain, and the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started.
Shit, he on now.
It's 1st and 10. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. To it, the one that got him down.
Yeah, it's all right, Chubb. You gonna get your 100.
Front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
No.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Leo, man. Check 50. Shoot.
And again, it's Chubb. That's good for a Raven first down, 15
Shit,
yards
yes, sir.
there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw. McClain to the right side and complete to Hurst. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it
I'm
pretty
gonna run this
simple.
shit back.
Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
That's all I
He's
needed.
got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered
Come on,
his
Nick.
yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We gonna run this shit back. Okay.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Damn
And
it.
he's going to lose yardage and be
Nah, I
backed
messed that
to the
up.
25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys,
Money.
you're energized.
Money.
Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel
Yes,
good
sir.
about what they're doing.
60 Pittsburgh.
You gonna waste this clock, nigga?
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. The quick slant caught.
Joy is off me, nigga.
To the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. T.Y. Hilton becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. As the Ravens push further
Shit, what's that?
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3
Damn
touchdown
right.
passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Shit, motherfuckers can't see me. Double header.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened.
Shit, I know this run.
Running the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
Oh my goodness.
And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
Wow.
That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a big play there for the Steelers.
Okay.
45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mitchell now operating from the gun. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15.
Man, let me get another shot, man.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now the defense going to use.
All right. Yes, sir. We back.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They run with Connor.
Nothing.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Come on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Hines. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown tonight, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the line and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
This will be fielded at the 8, and he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Shit, these motherfuckers trying to make it a goddamn game.
They've also got the lead as we
Come on, Chug. Let's buck on now, Chug.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ready?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You gonna tire him out?
Run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
You gonna tire him out?
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going
Come
to
on,
get
man.
the ball.
We
He has
get
a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on 1st down. McClain. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On the ready.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. McClain. Complete to Hilton. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready? 61. Matchbox lights. Watch the shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Looking to throw. McClain. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball. Conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and
hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
infuriating term was perfectly expressed by his sign language interpreter, who really got across the whole "what the fuck is wrong with you people" sentiment. Truly, that gesture speaks for America right now. Gift that woman immediately. So we absolutely should not be relaxing measures yet. And Trump actually can't force states to do that. It's up to governors, some of whom, from both parties, are taking this very seriously. Unfortunately, other governors are not. Ron DeSantis in Florida is still resisting issuing a statewide stay-at-home order. And in Texas, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick took things even further, agreeing with the president that the economic damage of a lockdown is just too great to bear.
I'm not living in fear of COVID-19. What I'm living in fear of is what's happening to this country. And, you know, Tucker, no one reached out to me and said, as a senior citizen, are you willing to take a chance on your survival in exchange for keeping the America that all America loves for your children and grandchildren? And if that's the exchange, I'm all in.
What are you talking about? First, if you really want to die so the US economy can boom, we already have a system in place for that, and it's called Black Friday. Have at it. Second, we know what's happened in other countries like Iran and Spain that didn't take social distancing seriously. They're now home to mass graves you can see from space and ice skating rinks being used as makeshift morgues. And I'm in no way minimizing the economic suffering caused by the shutdown, and we should do everything we can to mitigate it. This week's stimulus bill is probably only the start of what is needed for workers. But the idea that people should sacrifice themselves for the economy is absurd. And yet, it actually gained traction this week, co-signed by a variety of conservative pundits, perhaps not more enthusiastically than this guy.
I contend there are millions of Americans just like me that will look at their children and their grandchildren's future and they will say, I am not going to erase their
we back.
I was afraid to die. I'm not afraid to die. I am afraid that our nation might die. And that dooms millions to poverty, illness, starvation, and a lack of hope.
All right. What the hell happened?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Yeah.
A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Let's get it.
And they're going to face a third.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, come on, bitch.
Mitchell on third down. And he finds McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
All right, come on.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Mitchell from the gun, he'll throw. Little pitch and catch caught by McDonald. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Mitchell over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken
Hey, this motherfucker bucking.
at the Ravens 23.
This motherfucker trying to buck.
On 1st and 10. Mitchell.
Yeah,
Sideline incomplete.
We lock that shit up. Yeah, let's go.
Pocket didn't look
Come on.
like he had anybody open Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3.
Get your bitch ass out.
From the 22 to the 19.
Hello.
After the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
Shit, come on.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Mitchell to throw on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of
Come on, man.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the draw, Connor. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Oh.
Closed. Locked. Reinforced.
Oh. Oh my God. We here. Like, you ain't finna get me, buddy. Yes, sir. Let me see. 4th quarter, okay. 5:41. Come on here. We're gonna put the nail in the coffin. Gonna put the nail in the coffin.
More than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with a 2-point conversion.
We out here.
How you upsell. That is outstanding.
We out here.
There. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They desperate now.
At the line to start their next drive.
They desperate now.
Last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they can't afford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Seen that all the way, buddy.
By Tony Jefferson.
Seen that all the way.
Possession of the football and have it at the 36.
Yes, sir.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. And the tip there alters the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again.
Hey, I'm gonna get you in, Chubb. Don't worry about that.
Throwing again. McClain. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up.
Yes, sir.
3rd down.
Come on, Chubb. Come on, Chubb.
3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the carry, it's Chubb.
Pound them yards, boy. Pound them yards. Run that shit back. Run that shit back. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. Damn it.
And just no chance of turning the corner.
Come on, Rip.
He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Shit. Think we scored.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClain.
Into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Come on. We're going to put pressure on. We're going to put pressure on.
To throw is Mitchell. To throw on second down.
Pressure. Pressure.
Recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be in.
No, sir.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially,
She.
15. And possession.
Hey, I forgot all about you, Willie.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad.
Hold on, let me get Nick back in here right quick.
Keep them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
Big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still
I'm going for it. Yeah, we going for it, bitch. Fuck wrong with you, nigga.
Running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being
Shit, fuck wrong with y'all. Fuck, boy.
A bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Yeah, nah, fuck y'all niggas.
Yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClain. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Okay.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Damn it!
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes...
Boy, y'all let him go. Low it.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
Come on, let's run it out, Chubb. Let's run it out, Chubb.
The data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90% of the time you
go, Chubb.
I'm still
Let's go, Chubb.
That number is empirical.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, Chubb.
They run. Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He's not going to get me.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying
yes,
the ball.
sir. Touchdown, baby.
People trying to stop him. That's just great theater.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game. 4th of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score.
I don't get like I give a fool.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
I'll guarantee you, I know he was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Tucker now to kick it
yes,
away,
sir. Victorious.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mitchell now to throw again. Shakes off the sack. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sport.
STRO, I ain't come to play with you, life challenging. wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I color bright, I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I got it come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. It's shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take those please. Putting live from the winning side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. When you die, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the day, my crew coming through. What I do, what I do.